And just like that, we're back. Welcome to the Pregame Huddle. I'm your host, Donovan Varney, and returning to the show to talk some more football is this guy right here, Zachary Knight.
Yeah, Donovan, this Week 3 matchup means a lot for these two teams. But before we get there, let's talk about how they've each done in the first 2 weeks of the season. Let's start with Miami Trace. They hosted the Waverly Tigers in Week 1 and had a tough time with a tough team, falling short 28-23. That being said, there were still bright spots for this Panther football team. Senior QB Trey Robinette passed for over 200 yards in Week 1, but in Week 2 against Wilmington, things were a little bit different. Only 5 passes were thrown in the tight 21-19 game, and Miami Trace got things done on the ground and on defense.
All right, so I've got Miami Trace. What's Logan Elm been up to during the first 2 weeks?
Well, Donovan, Logan Elm comes into this game 2-0 on the season. They started the year against Zane Trace and Westfall, bringing home 2 pretty close wins. Logan Elm has 16 seniors on their roster, and it shows. They have a lot of options both on the ground and in the air to get the job done.
Okay, so earlier you mentioned that this game means a lot for these teams and their conferences. How so?
Well, both of these teams have been on the doorstep of glory, and this year they might just break through. Last year, Logan Elm finished second in the MSL Buckeye, falling short due to a loss to Bloom Carroll. But this year, Bloom is showing some struggles early. If Logan Elm can compete with top-level teams like Miami Trace early on, they may finally make that leap and find themselves at the top of the conference to end this season. Miami Trace is in the same boat. They found themselves in the middle of the pack in the FAC, but with some struggles from top teams in the conference like Jackson. If they can play a good game against Logan Elm and keep that momentum going, they may be able to push into that upper echelon once it comes time for conference play.
Hey, I'm here for it. Friday night sounds like it's going to be good. For more previews like this, the Pregame Huddle can be found on all of Gridiron Glory's digital platforms. And of course, don't forget to tune in to episode 3 of Gridiron Glory on Friday at 11:30 p.m. live on WOUB and the WOUB YouTube channel. Until then, remember, there's nothing better than Friday nights and Gridiron Glory.